Welcome back to the CC&A Insurance podcast. I'm your host, Laura Aliphon, and in each episode we sit down and we chat with our experts to simplify the world of insurance and risk management. Our goal is to provide you with all the information you need to protect what matters to you most. Today we are diving into the topic of the finer details of your insurance policy that you need to know. Today, joining me, I have Michelle Westermeyer. Hello, Michelle.
Hello.
So Michelle is an underwriter. She is a personal lines broker, and she deals with our personal lines clients on a daily basis.
Yes.
So would you like to just tell us a little bit about insurance in general?
Yes, sure. So insurance is something most people have heard of, but not everyone fully understands it. It's a way to protect yourself financially against the unexpected events. Instead of just facing the full cost alone, individuals will pay a regular amount, usually your premium, to the insurance company, which will help you cover the loss when something does happen.
Okay. So with regards to insurance, I mean, obviously what you've explained to us now is a general overview.
Yeah.
But what are some of the exclusions that you think those are the finer details that our clients need to know?
Well, there's quite a few that clients don't think of. Usually things like solar systems, geysers. People need to let us know that they have these in place. We need to have COC certificates to let us know that they've been fitted correctly. So it's always best to just phone your insurance company, let us know that you have them so we can note it on the policy.
So you would say then that having this information at inception or
Yes.
during the course of the policy before claim stage
Yes.
would be important.
Very important.
So can you give us an example of where solar may be excluded?
Things like if it's not fitted correctly, you need to give us a COC certificate to make sure that it meets all the insurer's requirements. You could just go and fit it, and it could be not fitted correctly, and the insurer could just repudiate the claim. But there's also things like we may go on holiday and your property is unoccupied for 60 days. You need to let us know. We need to know that there's security in place and still in your home. There's a lot of things that clients don't think of, but so it's always best to phone us just to get our advice and just to guide you through.
Yes, before claim stage.
Before claim stage, yes.
Okay, so one of the common things that we see come up is people often go to direct markets.
Yes.
They don't use an insurance broker. They'll go to a direct market and they will say, well, I've got a cheaper premium, and so I think I'm rather going to jump ship and I'm going to go to the direct market and not pay that little bit extra. And can you tell us where the danger is with that?
Yes, so your cover could be limited. It's always best to go through a broker so they can advise you and actually look at your policy and see where you need cover, where you maybe don't need cover. Many people take out limited cover, for example, your vehicle, just to save some money, or they exclude theft cover for your contents and have limited cover. It's not always best nowadays in South Africa. So rather phone the broker, let them guide you so they can compare apples for apples and just let you know what you need best for yourself.
So it would be a very good idea for a client to send that quote to you, send a copy of what would be covered
Yes.
in what they've been quoted, so that you can do a comparison and
yes.
just help them out and let them know where maybe this is why it's cheaper.
Yes.
And it might be cheaper, but it's not always better.
Correct.
And it's not always the same.
Yes.
Okay. So when we speak about claims getting rejected for non-payment,
Yes. Very
how
important.
crucial is keeping your premiums up to date, and when is it expected to be paid by?
Okay, so if there is a claim and your premiums are unpaid, we obviously need to collect the money beforehand on the 1st of every month. So there is a grace period if you miss your first debit, should there be a claim, and we will wait for the money to obviously be processed and for us to receive the money, or we can do a double debit for you. But all premiums need to be up to date in order for the claim to be processed.
And after 2 payments not being collected,
we do unfortunately have to cancel the policy. You can come back to us, but we obviously have to process a new policy with obviously filling in all the new proposal form documents to help you further, because you could be going through financial difficulties. So rather just let us know beforehand, and we can just see maybe we can help you cut down a bit, but always let us know beforehand.
So were you talking about cutting down a bit? What would be examples of cutting down costs for those in financial difficulties?
We could maybe just help you with the broker fee, not actually restricting the cover that you have, but maybe just reducing our broker fee and assisting you because you may have gotten retrenched or going through financial difficulties. Rather just phone us and we can just see where we can help you.
And things like sums insured, can they look at?
Yes, you can always reduce those. Obviously, you don't want to reduce it too much just to save money, because they can apply average to your claim and you don't want to get paid out less. But it's always a good idea to look at the sums insured at a regular basis to make sure that you're adequately insured.
Okay, so Michelle, you've chatted on some exclusions. You've spoken about our solar and occupancy, geysers. Is there any other exclusions that you think that we need to be aware of?
Yes, I think there's quite a few. Just to touch on a few, the renovations you may be doing in your home. A lot of people get tied up and busy and they forget to let us know. It's always important to let us know if your property is getting renovated or it's unoccupied. Things like you may have workers inside the home and you've got jewellery items. You've left it on the side of your side table in your bedroom. A worker walks past, takes it. There's no forcible and violent entry. Things like that need to be locked away in a safe. It's very important, and you may just forget to do that because your mind could just be occupied with renovating and whatnot. There's other things like retaining walls. Since the floods in 2022, we've had a lot of exclusions from insurers or conditions being applied. So rather let us know that you have retaining walls. Usually engineers' reports are required and we can put this on file. But just phone ahead, let us know so there's no future problems should a claim come about. There's also things like you may be travelling and you've got specified and unspecified items. Unspecified doesn't always cover everything. Specified, you need to do all your electronic equipment. High risk or high value jewellery items need to be locked away when not being worn. You could be sitting on a plane and having a nap and your jewellery's all in your luggage compartment and someone could come through and just take it and you've been sleeping the whole time not realising. Those things need to be on you, worn at all times, otherwise they need to be in a locked safe.
Because in that instance, there likely wouldn't be cover.
Correct, yeah. So there won't be cover in place.
And when you talk about high value and locked away in a safe and specified to your broker, what sort of value would you consider?
Usually there's a limit of 25,000 for jewellery items. Obviously every policy is different, so it's always best to just double check. But if you've got a 100,000 Rand watch and it gets stolen, they're going to limit you to 25,000. Also valuation certificates are very important to have updated every 2 years. So rather just phone through and let us know, I will be travelling, what's covered, what's not covered, what do I need to know, and then we can just advise you going forward.
That brings us to the end of today's conversation. So Michelle, thank you for taking the time and sharing your insights with us. It certainly makes a complex topic feel a little bit more relaxed and informative.
Yes.
So thank you. For those listening at home or at the office, we hope you found the discussion valuable. If you have any questions about what we've discussed today, or you'd just like to review your insurance portfolio, please get in touch with us. Get in touch with someone from the CC&A team through our website. There will be a link either at the top or the bottom of this video. You can follow the link, find all our contact information, and give us a shout. Thank you for joining us on the CC&A Insurance podcast. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode.